Gentlemen, welcome back to the mess, which is my desk. And I have good news! My wing wing! She's been found! After, get this, going through a combine harvester. So for those of you which don't know the story to this, is that I did a build video on the conversion of a Wing Wing Z84 to a FPV flying wing. And I also made a simple video on 10 tips to ensure that your first FPV flight goes really well. And it was brilliant fun. I had 4 or 5 flights with her. And this is the model which I learned to fly FPV in. Now, unfortunately, one of the pilots up at the field, I let him have a go and he got really excited and then he got disorientated, and because the Wing Wing Z84 is tiny in the sky, we got too far away and anyway we lost it, which is very sad. In fact, it went for me to then go on and create an actual video series looking for return to home features, inexpensive options, and that's how I found out about the NAZ32 with iNav, Patrick Key's base flight, the Pix Racer, the Pix Hawk, finding that the CC3D is a dead end, and so on and so forth. And if you don't know about that mini-series, go across to YouTube. If you click on the playlist tab, one of them in here is the NAZ32 versus Pix Hawk, to find out what works. And yeah, you'll see the series on that. Anyway, that aside, she has come home. The farmer came up to our flying site tonight and said, "Matt, I found your model." But there's some bad news. It's been through the combine harvester. So this is what a Wing Wing Z84 looks like, but once it's been through a combine harvester, and she has been amputated slightly. So what we're going to be doing together is that I've got a little knife. And sorry, no amount of hot glue is going to get her to fly again. Let's be honest here, she's definitely seen better days. So I've got my knife with me. Let's take her apart and see what we got left. Now, the battery looks absolutely fine. Let me go and grab my battery tester remote, and we'll see if she's got any juice left in her. Which, my battery tester is not on the side. So is it in my tool bag? Yeah, it was in with me transmitter. Let's see if this battery's got any life left in it. Oh no. Ah, right. Okay. That is not a good sign. That's obviously drained down. So, I'm going to have to go really careful with that one. I'll see if I can save her, but to be honest, I think she's going to be a bit of a goner for the battery. Let's have a look at the FPV camera. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. In fact, they've just moved that round a touch for you. There we go. Yeah, we might be able to save that. Let's see if we can get this foam off the back. In fact, it doesn't really matter now because we all know that she's had and seen better days. To be honest, the board and the components look alright. It's more of a case that it has been sat out in a field for literally over a month. It was in August that I lost her, and we are in the 15th of September at the moment. So yeah, not good, looking hopeful, to be honest. Let's see if we can get that out. The board looks fine. Obviously I've got some hot glue on here and I'm just taking a look, making sure that I'm not ripping off any components from the thing. But I tell you what I'm going to do with that camera, because I know moisture can get down the back of the lens and whatnot, I'm just going to stick that on the top of my computer and let that dry out for a couple of days. I'll put it down like that so any moisture can escape, but we might have a little winner on that one. There's a bit of mud on the connector, so let me stick that down there on top of the computer. Right, and I'm not going to chuck any of these parts away because just like my original Texumo, which I killed, she lives on in many other models. So yeah, I will save. In fact, I think that was a bit of, yeah, it is, look, that is a part of my Texumo which I killed ages ago. So I will save this foam. I won't keep the little bits because there's no point keeping those, but these bigger chunks I will keep. because they will come in handy for other models. Now, there's the video transmitter out here on the wing. Let's see if we can get that out. I have to get past the big piles of grass and mud. So, see if we can get that opened up. As you can see, I put plenty of Blenderm tape on here. And yeah, Blenderm tape seems to withstand moisture, that's for sure. Because this really has been in a field of crops for way over a month. So let's see if we can pull this out. Just trying to go a little bit careful with her. Put that on there. And I just want to say, the farmer probably won't see this video, unfortunately, but what a lovely guy. He'd also found another model. It was actually a quadcopter up on one of his fields as well, in the state of that, up in one of his fields too, and he's kept it there, even though it's worth quite a bit of money, to be fair. He'd rather for it to go back to the rightful owner. And me and him, we had a good old chat for 45 minutes. What a lovely guy. So, yeah, there's the antenna. Obviously, that's not really worth keeping, is it? Let's stick that in the old filing cabinet. But the video transmitter, yeah, it was all covered up. So, my hopes are high for that. So, again, what I'm going to pick the seeds out of it. The connectors look fine. I'm going to go and pop that on top of the computer fans. We can have a go at trying to save that. Now the speed controller, that has, I can see from the top of it, it has had water on it. It doesn't help that literally 2 days ago we had a horrific thunderstorm rip through. So yeah, see if we can get that to come out. Let's go and pull these out. Connectors, their connectors are still all nice and shiny, so yeah, not too bad. Where's that going? Oh, I've got the receiver in the other wing. Let's open her up. Oh, that looks wet. 50-50 on that receiver being recoverable. I don't know if you can see the amount of moisture on top of that. So that's obviously got wet. I thought I was going to be alright with that, to be honest, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Let's get in underneath here. And I'm not going to risk it with the servos. They can go straight in the bin. To be honest, they'll probably be fine. But as you've seen, I recently ordered another 30 of them. So I'm not short on servos. And for the cost of, what, £1.80 each, I don't think it's worth the risk. Let's pull these out. And I'll even get the carbon fibre. Yeah, look, it's... Ugh, absolutely stinks. We'll unplug her. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Cardboard's gone to mush. In fact, I might as well just pull the cardboard off. Oh, look how sopping wet that is. Jeez. Jeez. There's got a bit of foam in here as well. I wonder why it's got foam in there. Yeah, let's pull that foam off. Yeah, that's all got wet. I'm just going to dry that off quickly in my jumper. Yeah, 50-50 on that one working. Whoa, put that in the fan of the computer. Not the best idea. Right, what else we got in here? We have the stabilizer in the middle. Now, I'm not that bothered about the stabilizer, but it did cost me 14 quid. Doesn't seem to be wet in any shape or form. It's just got lots of wheat over it, I think. Yeah. Connectors still feel nice and tight, so yeah, we might be able to salvage that. Let's pop that on the desk. What else have we got in here is worth saving? I will get the wing spar out of it. The servos are definitely going to go in the bin. I'll have the push rods off her as well. Yeah, look, you can see that's a... Actually, though, I take that back. No, there is moisture there. I might just save those for mucking around in the office. I'll stick big black crosses on them so that I don't end up using them for anything else. The clevis, I can't there's no point trying to save the little horn thing here because that's had super glue on it. But I will save the push rod because, again, the Elevon doesn't know if it's a rusty push rod or not. Which, to be honest, it's not even rusty. So, yeah, happy days. Let's go and get that out. And I tell you what, the bit which we're all wondering about is the motor. So, let's get the motor mount out. It's such sad times to be doing this to a wing. But on the bright side, I really did think she was a goner. I just, in my head, I thought that she'd gone. I thought that was it. We wouldn't be seeing her again. But hey ho, good times. She arrived back, and yeah. Let's see. Let's get the. Look, you can see the bloody state of it. Right, how are we doing with the motor? Well, you can tell, number one, you can tell I glued that in there good because it's. Oh, look how much wheat and stuff. That really must have gone in that combine harvester and had a good shake around because all the. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean up my desk now. But the motor feels fine. Absolutely fine. And like, thank goodness for us using brushless motors. Imagine the state of what that would have been if it was a brushed motor outside in the elements for. I'm just looking around the coils. There doesn't seem to be any burnout in there, but I will go careful with it. And obviously the propeller can be saved because it's just got a few little little mud splats over it. Yeah, might be able to salvage that as well. So I'm going to go and rip out the other servo. I will get the carbon spar out of it. I will get my the extra carbon rods which I put in there, and I will then break this body in two and save probably like the chunkier pieces here, and I'll save the other wing as well because I do know, and I'm sure you know this as well, that even if you do stuff a model in the ground beyond repair, like what we've got here, is that don't throw it in the bin, don't chuck it in a skip, keep it, because you can use this foam for any other models. Like, for example, we saw with the lid here, where I had the FPV camera on the front, I used a bit of the old Texumo on there and just coloured it in with a marker pen or a Sharpie, and it worked at the time absolutely brilliantly. Yeah, so don't bin it. It can live on and belong in many, many new models, which this wing, she will do. She will live on forever. So with that said, from myself, Matt, don't think this is a downer. This is very much happy days. I am personally very, very pleased to get it back. I'll send the wife down to Waitrose tomorrow and get the chap some goodies, preferably yummies, which she can eat because we all like that. And yeah, happy days. She has come home. And on that note, from myself, Matt, as always, cheerios.